Hi, everyone. Welcome back.
Yay.
My name is Kevin Lee. I will be hosting the show today. I am here with the incredible designer, Elsa. So happy to be back.
Yes.
I'm just looking at chat right now, and I see a lot of familiar faces from yesterday's show. We
Okay.
have Jessica, Ariana, Fergie, Anika. Hello. If you're
Okay.
tuning in, let us know where you're from in chat, because we want to know where everyone's tuning in from. Just some
Yeah.
quick notes. If you are just joining us, remember the Creative Challenge. If you missed it, check out the first week of the XD Daily Creative Challenge replays every weekday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, right after the stream, actually. And later today at the stream, we'll have an artist spotlight where we'll go over, someone's work and, super exciting stuff and
Super exciting.
cool work. But I'll leave the stage to you, Elsa.
Okay, awesome. Hey everyone again. It was super awesome seeing how many people came around yesterday, and super psyched for everyone who's come back for day 2 of our card prototyping challenge exercise, whatever you want to call it. So for anyone who didn't make it yesterday, didn't have time to rewatch the video, just going to do a quick intro once again. So my name's Elsa. I'm a visual designer. I'm from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and I've been working as a designer for just over a year. So there we go. So I graduated from uni in 2018. I worked as an English teacher in Japan for a year. So that was super fun. And I started working on the Adobe XD daily challenges around that time. So those are posted on Discord and on Behance as well. And they were a really great way for me to practice my design skills and kind of get more inspiration on what I wanted to do as a designer, what type of stuff I wanted to work on. So I definitely recommend you check those out. And then after I came back from Japan, I started working as a junior art director. And since then, I've done various roles, and now I'm a visual designer. A couple examples of my work, all on Behance, by the way, just to emphasize. The one on the left is an app redesign of Last.fm, and the one on the right is a project that I've worked on in my own time, a social networking type of app. But I also do lots of work in my own time, like fun visual design projects. I love doing that. So I made a Behance project specific for those. If you want to check that out, has a bunch of different designs and I'm adding to it as regularly as I can. Sometimes it's hard to find time to design your own type of stuff, but I've made them all on Adobe XD as well. Stuff I'm interested in. So once again, an anime fan. Yesterday, we kind of met up with a lot of different anime fans. Hopefully today we meet some more. I like books as well. Into Goosebumps, travel, food, and of course, board games, card games. That's why we're designing a card game. So these are my socials. You can also find them on Behance in case you miss out on typing them out. It was really funny because a lot of people messed up the Twitter. There are actually 3 A's. It's super confusing. So just to emphasize, there are 3 A's on my Twitter handle. But yeah, so just a short intro for anyone who missed it yesterday.
Awesome. So what did we do yesterday, and then what are we going to be doing today?
Yeah. So yesterday we did quite a bit. So we went over our usability test results. I tested the previous card game I did, and I just asked a couple people to try it out. And based on that data, we kind of identified 3 objectives we're going to focus on with this design. So easy to follow rules, and a dynamic game experience, and accessible design, so with colors and typography. Then we went to Illustrator. So if I open up my Illustrator, and we designed all 6 cards. So if you can see them right here, we managed to do that pretty fast, as well as the back design of the cards. We uploaded them to our Creative Cloud library. So right here, I have a folder for all my Adobe Live assets. And doing that meant that on XD, if I go to Adobe Live Card Game, and it should load up eventually. But yeah, basically they're right there. I had access to all my cards and we put them in XD as well. Added a bit of a shadow, grouped them together, and we were able to start working on our board. So just for anyone who missed it, I'll kind of go through the first interaction we've done. So if someone were to play their ace card, the opponent plays the 4, the card in the middle is the 3, so you lost a point. And we have our fun little interactions. Yeah, so we did quite a bit yesterday. But yeah.
Awesome. I mean, I love even like the colors you used in yesterday's, show with just accessibility compliant. So this is awesome. This can be played by everyone.
Played by everyone, yes. So today, what's on our checklist? First thing, we're going to adjust the cards a bit. I'm going to go through that. So masking and outlining. Second is complete prototyping the game. I also wanted to add a hover animation. So we're going to try that out. And then hopefully we get to step 3 and manage to test the game. But if we don't, I'll definitely be sharing the links on Twitter and Instagram and Behance, so you can still find them there once it's done. But yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
Started.
I'm just looking at chat. So many people. Hello, Kevin from Toronto.
Another Kevin. We love it.
Another Kevin. Hello, Ariana from Florida. Suzanne's like day 2. Let's go. Johannes from Indonesia. Oh my gosh, so many comments about Demon Slayer as well. So.
Oh, that's awesome. It is a really good anime. So I'm not even surprised. Okay, so our cards, I said the first thing we do would be adjusting them. So I'm very much of a perfectionist. I noticed there was like a thin, weird line layer last time we did the cards. So we're gonna go back in and just adjust the mask on Illustrator. And this is actually pretty good because we can show how you can update something on Illustrator. That's an asset in your Creative Cloud library, and it'll update on XD as well. So what we'd do, we'd right click. So we're doing the 6 card. And then edit, and it should open on Illustrator, and we can update it from there.
That's so cool. Just like the fact that the program knows that it's going to open it up in a different Adobe program.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Okay, awesome. So it's opened up on Illustrator. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the mask we put in Illustrator because I want to put the mask in XD instead. I think it works better that way. So once you're done making your updates, you just have to save, and the file will save. And momentarily, it should update in XD as well. So we'll be able to see it. It might take a bit of time, but it'll happen.
Nice. And while you're doing that, just more shout outs. Claudia from Chile. Ariana says, Kevin, I can't help it. Talking about Demon Slayer. Same.
It's such a good show.
Suzanne is also from Tanzania as well.
Oh,
nice.
Suzanne. I'm so glad we have Tanzanian rep. Yesterday we had East African rep. Now we have TZ rep. That's awesome.
I love it.
Ooh, okay, so our card's updated, which is awesome. So now we can mask it in XD. So let me copy my mask.
Nice.
Right here.
And one great thing about Adobe Live is we also stream on YouTube. But if you want to join the conversation and you're watching from YouTube, come on and Behance and, say hi in chat, give feedback, and we'd love to, speak with you. So also, what are you doing right now?
So right now I drew a rectangle that's going to be my mask. It has slightly rounded corners. Okay, you can't see it because it's white. There we go. So it has slightly rounded corners. Now you can see it. And we're going to use that to mask our card, basically in XD. So to do that, I select all the objects. So the masks, including the part I want to mask. And the shortcut is usually Shift Command M, or you can go to Object and click Mask with Shape, and it'll mask. So your mask is ready. Now we're just going to add a shadow because all the others have shadows, and our card will be done. You can go back to prototyping.
I love it. I love how you provided the shortcut name for it, as well as like the drop down, because shortcuts save so much time.
Shortcuts save a lot of time. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Hello, Lee. Just joining us from last stream to this stream. Hi, everyone. So happy to be back with you all today. We're so happy you came to join us.
We are. I'm really glad lots of people from yesterday came back. That's awesome. Okay, I also just made this a component. So all my cards are components now. If hopefully we don't have to, but if we need to make any more changes, we're not going to have to update 80 artboards. We've made it a component. We just have to update one card and it should update for all of them. So
yes,
components
please use
are
components.
super helpful. Please use components. Avoid suffering.
I think there was a time where I didn't make something a component for like a navigation bar, and it took me a whole day to change like 50 artboards.
Oh no! Oh my god!
I didn't do that, so totally agree.
Components are just super useful. I'm even gonna make the "you lost and you won" a component because I want to change the text. I feel like "you lost a point" is a bit much. I'm gonna write "you lost this round" just to make it a lot more clearer. You gotta be clear. You gotta be clear. Okay, let me write components.
Taboka says, I love working in XD. You're showing me some cool tricks.
I'm glad.
Nice.
XD even updated today, so they're even cooler tricks.
Yes.
I probably cannot show you myself right now, but they are there.
Maya has a question actually as well.
Yeah.
So what are some other card game mechanics that you can prototype in XD? And how do you make your prototype a live game for others to play on apps?
Okay, that's a really good question. So I'm going to be adding a hover animation when the user is selecting what card they want to play. As they're hovering over each card, I want it to animate, kind of hard to explain in words. I think it'll be easier when I show you. So we'll add that just to add a bit of an extra effect. I think the card flip is the biggest thing you can do in terms of designing a card game in XD. Also, what happens as people are drawing cards, as they're playing their cards. In this one, when a user plays a card, it just shrinks slightly because it's different sizes. But yeah, there's quite a bit you can do. So hopefully I go through quite a bit of them and you pick up some new tips. In terms of sharing, so if I were done, let's say, I only had my one interaction, so these slides, I'd go to share, I'd select which particular slides I'd want to share, and then you can select how you want to share them. So there are a lot of different options. For a card game, the last time I did user testing, I think that's the best one. Just lets the user do what they want with the prototype, play the game, and then you'll get a link that you can share with everyone. Yeah.
I think that's super beneficial because like you can just share a link and it shows the prototype and they can test it and give feedback. So all in one, right? Instead of all these separate applications. So
exactly.
Maya suggests, what about point deducted? Interesting. As the
I guess that would work if we were. Oh, you mean like if they lost a point? So
yeah, but I think you mentioned you wanted it per round, correct?
Yeah, I think including losing a point is a really good idea, and I would probably do it in my own time because the number of artboards
so many
is insane. I might actually add that once the stream ends because I think it's a good idea. But yeah, it definitely is a lot of artboards.
Awesome. Ariana's like another chat full of love. So exciting. We love our community. We love you all.
Okay. So we have our two. So I'm going to turn this into an outline because if you leave it as a text and you try and resize it, this is what happens and we don't want that. So we should convert our text into a path. You can go object, convert to path, or it's Command 8. Another shortcut. But yeah.
Awesome. And thank you so much, Val, for including the XD Discord. It's a whole community out there that's waiting for you and to provide you feedback. So make sure to join that Discord and, join the conversation, speak with one another. Elsa, you're on the Discord as well, right?
I am on the Discord, yes.
Awesome. And actually, you're one of the audience members, and we brought you in to a guest. So that's super exciting.
Another reason to join the Discord, you can also eventually be a guest. Well, I think yesterday we talked about sharing your work. Share your work. There's like the community is so amazing and supportive. So like, don't be afraid to share what you've made. But yeah.
True. Ariana, that's a really good point. They said, I think it is so interesting that our brains associate red with bad or danger and green with good or safe, right?
That is interesting. Yeah.
What if there was like an opposite game of like just the colors are the total opposite? Like green means you lost, red means you won.
It would be a really fun game though. Like an opposites type of game.
Gosh, that would be terrible user experience. Like, oh my God.
Just confuse the user.
Awesome. Devante says, Elsa, you just taught what I was looking for, the outline.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. The outline is a lifesaver.
Ariana, and yellow is just meh, whatever. Yeah. What is yellow? Like in the middle, I think, but
I guess in the middle, yeah.
Robert, yes, there is a Discord. If you scroll up, Val has posted a link to it, so you can join via that link. Thank you, Val.
Okay, now that we've updated our lost card, let's make sure always double, triple check your animations.
Love that. Oh,
yay. So okay, awesome. So now let's do the hover. So like I said, as they're choosing what card they want to play, I want to include some kind of hover effect. So we do that with components. So our card is already a component here in our little component bar. So if we wanted to add a hover effect, ooh, can we actually, will it let me do that?
Oh. No pressure or anything, Elsa, but Suzanne says, I just got my dad to watch too. So
no pressure at all. None. Okay.
Adobe Live, we're family oriented. Yes.
Bring your families. Yes. Okay, so I realized I was trying to edit one of the instances, but what you want to do is click this pencil icon and it'll take you to the original. So you have to add your hover state with the original asset. So we'll call that hover state. So now we're in our hover state and we can change it. So I wanted it to have like some kind of 3D tilting effect when they're hovering over it. Yeah. So you can, there are these like, if you can see them, little arrows that you can use to like rotate your card in the 3D space, or you can type in actual values over here, either way. So I'm just going to experiment until I come up with something that I think looks good. Maybe
that's so cool. It's like a 3D model of the component.
Yeah, exactly. And then what you want to do is make sure that your animation appears as you want it. So if you go to prototype, you can also set how you want your hover state to come in and to leave. So we're going to increase, I'll keep ease out, but maybe increase it to like 0.6 just to start off with, and then test that out.
Ooh, that's a good duration time, the 0.6.
Yeah, it's a good duration time. Oh.
Ariana says, that needs to be your motto. Bring your family. Bring your family to Adobe Live. Yes. If everyone has a sibling or a parent that's not doing anything, just share this link with them and don't put any context into it. Just share the link and have them watch. I love how Adobe XD has that 3D icon in the center. It's cool how if there was a visual for it, like that would be it. Yeah.
I agree. So we're gonna try this, although it doesn't seem to be interesting.
And you know, just a quick reminder for everyone that's just tuning in, we have the talented designer Elsa designing and prototyping an interactive card game on Adobe XD, where she grabbed all of her amazing illustrations from Adobe Illustrator for her cards and transferred them to Adobe XD, and now making a card game out of it. So hopefully by the end of the stream, maybe we'll have a shareable link or playable prototype. So
that's the
stay
hope.
tuned.
That's what we're hoping we achieve by doing this. But yeah.
And we also have a artist spotlight later in the stream, where we'll be, looking through someone's portfolio on Behance and just seeing their work. I'm excited for that.
I am too. Super exciting stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
And Raheel, can you please give background on XD? Why is the software to be used for? So it's basically a design and prototype tool to create these interfaces. It's very, very complex and incredible. It actually enhanced my workflow and process on how I approach designs and how I want to share prototype links to coworkers and stuff. So very collaborative tool and very useful tool for design, for UX UI design.
Has lots of different functions to it. As you can see, we are making an interactive card game. So there's a lot you can do with it.
Ariana mentions also Elsa's just, talking about this like it's common knowledge, like, yes, that 0.6 duration. And Ariana's like, I'm over here like a beginner. And she's like, what is going on? No problem. Gosh. This community is all about learning from each other. And this is where you go to, learn new stuff. So we're glad you're here, Ariana.
Soon you will be the person talking about 0.6 duration like it's nothing. Okay. Let me undo this. Undo. Oh, wow, I did a lot. Let me undo that. Okay. So I might work on that a bit later, just because I want to focus on getting the rest of our, as you can see, many artboards done. We've done like 2 so far. So let me work on round 2 for now and get that prototyped. And because our cards are components, we can add the final hover animation at any point towards the end. But
we were discussing a little about this yesterday, but like your whole product sitemap or roadmap that you have for what you want to prototype or design, really saves time on what you're supposed to design and the outcome of the design. So I think the fact that you have everything organized and set up that way shows a clear goal and communicates that well on what you're doing.
Yeah, it just helps to kind of make sure you have those details sorted beforehand. Saves you a lot of time in the future. Also guides. As you can see, I have lots of guides on my artboard. Those help a lot as well. In terms of positioning elements, just making sure that your layout is concise and clear.
And just that gradient is just like so easy on the eye. Love it so much.
I'm glad. I really like it too. Like, who was it that said it gave them a retro feel? Like, the more I look at it, the more I'm really seeing that.
And I'm like, is this 80s vibe? When is retro time? Is it 80s or 90s? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Like, what's considered retro? I would love to know. Stony, hi, Elsa and Kevin. Hello. Thank you for joining us in chat. Awesome. So you're just prototyping all these different, scenarios that you have. So you're working on round 2 right now?
now I'm doing the other interaction for round 1. So the first time around, they played the ace, and the second time around, they played the 3. So it's pretty similar. It's just that I think in that round, yeah, if they play the 3, they win the round. So it's going to be a you win scenario. Yeah.
Ooh. Knowing my competitive side, I would want to win every single round. And if I like lost one, I would be like, that one round I could have won, but and thank you, Val, for answering that question as well. If the artist even knows that they're being spotlighted. I would hope so. I would really hope so. But yes.
Yes. They would know that they're being surprise spotlight. No, they would know that they're being spotlighted. So, yeah.
Ooh, Devante says maybe retro means a 90s see-do. And Ariana says, all I can think of when people say retro is jazzercise. What is jazzercise?
Yeah, what is jazzercise? I've never heard of that before.
Is it like a workout class with jazz music? I don't know. Oh no, it's Zumba or something like that, right?
Ooh, okay. It just has a cooler name, jazzercise.
Jazzercise. That's cool.
Yeah, that's such a cool name.
I remember like those old retro like workout videos. Everyone's just wearing tights and just dancing. I'm like, that outfit would not look good on me at all.
With the wearing the, I'm trying to remember the clothing. They had the leg warmers or something like that.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I would kill it in the 80s. Like as far as fashion. Like
okay,
nobody can touch me.
Your era. That is your era.
Could you imagine not having technology? Oh.
What would we do? We wouldn't be designers. What would we be doing? That'd be crazy. Okay, yay, they won. So now I just need to add, yay, the point system. So in this instance, Nick would have a red circle because he lost the round. Nick is the computer. And you would have a little green circle because you won the round. So let me just add that.
That's right, Nick.
To save time, I just copy and paste elements. Because in these artboards, you're going to have a lot of similar stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to approach it. It's just like, if it's the same screen and same components, just copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're getting some facts about Zumba.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Devante says the ultimate flash dance workout. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mary says there are these awesome aerobic videos from the 80s on YouTube. They actually had competitions. Oh my gosh, I would kill it. I would be first place. Like
they had competitions? What? Oh my god.
Devante says you need sweatbands and leg warmers. Ariana's like, it's like the 90s Zumba where they wear leotards and tights. Oh my gosh.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I cannot wear leotards or tights. That would be a horror movie.
The Zumba experience? A horror movie. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So what cards do we have next? So the user is getting a 5 and the opponent is getting a 2. Cool. So we'll get our 2 and our 5 card. Just copy those and put them into our artboard.
I swear, Adobe Live Chat like just makes an agenda for what I'm gonna do tonight. Like yesterday I was like browsing anime, and now Ariana and Stony are saying like, look up Jane Fonda jazzercise. Like I'm gonna go on a Zumba and jazzercise stream on YouTube, and I'll let you all know how it went.
We can't wait to see it. Like literally. Ooh, okay.
Awesome.
So remember, for anyone who maybe missed it, if we want to flip this round, so we're seeing the back side, turn on your 3D transforms. I just typed the value for the y-index as 180. And then in your card, little group here, you want to decrease the opacity of the front of the card. And there we go. We have the back of our card.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seeing some great progression here, Elsa.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And we'll hide that outside. There we go.
Oriana says, I'm actually going to a Zumba party tonight. What?
A Zumba party?
Lucky?
What?
Oh my gosh. Thanks for the invite, Ariana. Just kidding.
Oh my God, that actually sounds so fun. A live Zumba party. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Stony, Zumba is hard. I tried it once. Val, I love Zumba. I'm not good at it, but I love it. Same. Oh, wow.
Cool.
Fun fact, they also hold world champion Foursquare competition. Really, Ariana? That's wow.
World champion Foursquare? Oh, wow.
I wonder who like got first place in that.
Okay, so now we're adding our little interactions. Ooh, unless they copied. They did not. Okay, so now in this particular case, if they click the 3, it would go to this artboard, and then we are going to add interactions up until the end. So similar to what we did here, I'm just going to review what I wrote. So I copy the exact same interactions. So 0 is the now 1 second.
So is there a transition, I guess, from going from round 1 to round 2?
Yeah, I think the transition that we did so far was we had the new 2 come in to replace the round 1. And what I'm gonna add is we obviously need this card to flip back over again. It's gonna be a different card in the middle. I wanna make these cards disappear and shrink. So we're gonna add those 2 elements as well. And that'll kind of be our round transition.
Stony says, I was the older lady in Zumba class standing there huffing and puffing while everyone was moving on. It's okay. I'm that one person in the back of the class that just like moves with everyone, and hopefully the trainer doesn't see, so it's okay. Awesome. So I saw that there was a prototype that you just did, or animation. Can we see that again?
Yeah, definitely. So let me add this last interaction. So we did a timed 1 second delay, easing snap, duration 1.4. So we're gonna do the same here. So easing snap, duration 1.4. And then let's see how our interaction looks. So right from the beginning, this time we're playing the 3 card.
I love it.
Awesome. Oh, we just need to make sure our new cards come in. Otherwise, only have 1 card in their hand. But yeah.
Awesome. It looks so good. I can't wait until like it's all done.
Me too. Me too.
Gosh, this chat conversation. I love it. Aerobic, Zumba.
Oh my God, all good stuff. Fun exercises.
Hell, okay. I went to Zumba class and straight up stepped on someone's ankle. I was so embarrassed. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are gonna shrink this completely, maybe. Sometimes I think with prototyping, it's a lot of trial and error. You do something, you don't like it, you change it up. So I'm gonna try shrinking it and seeing how that looks from my end. Okay, that's not bad. I don't hate that.
Yeah, it was a super smooth transition.
It is. Or the other idea I had was moving it to the left and then fading it out. So let me try that too and see which one I prefer. I think I prefer the fade out.
Yeah, I like the
prefer
fade too. I love it.
The chat can also let us know. Maybe they have different opinions.
Yeah, let us know. Do you
interaction.
prefer fade or do you prefer the other one?
The shrinking. 627.
Okay, Ariana, they said at my gym they have a room with disco lights that we go in when we do Zumba. I think that should just be a requirement for every gym. Just having disco balls everywhere, like that would motivate me.
Oh my god, why does your gym sound so fun? I wish we had that here.
Devontae, if design was wrestling, what would your stage name be? Huh. Interesting.
That is such a good question. And one I wasn't expecting. If design was wrestling. Okay, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking. Middle 5.
The iridescent unicorn would be mine.
How'd you come up with one so quick?
I was ready. I was ready for that question. And
oh my god!
Had
wow.
the answer. Yeah.
Okay. I plead the fifth. I'm still thinking. I will have an answer to you though. Just give me a second.
Ariana, water breathing technique, 4th form. Wow, that's very specific.
Oh, that's Demon Slayer? Is it not Ariana? We see you.
I know, we see you. Yeah, we see you.
we love that name. Yes.
Hey, Chris. He says, hey, Kevin. Hey, Elsa. Prototype is coming along nicely. I like the fade transition.
Thank you, Chris.
We do
Thank you so much.
Caitlin, Pathfinder Princess. Yes, I love that.
Oh, what? That's such a good name. I love that too, yeah. Where is that? 237.
Stony asks, did you start your career in XD?
Yeah. I think XD. I'm trying to recall. Like 2 years ago or a year ago? But XD was the first tool that I used, and it just kind of became the one that I got used to. And I think what really helped was the fact that there was this whole extra aspect to it. So there's Behance and there's Adobe Live and there are the Discords with the daily challenges. So I felt like I wasn't just using the platform, but there was like an entire network and community that came with it. So I just thought, this is awesome. I'm gonna stick with this.
Wow, I love that answer. Like, because you're right, it does come up with this whole community that will like support you, and like the Discord channel, Adobe Live, and Adobe XD is actually the program that I used first as well. And I think another thing is just like the UI. The UI just hits different with Adobe XD. Like it's just cleaner compared to.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done our little card swap fade animation. So let's just preview that. I'm gonna click a random artboard. So You Lose comes up. Awesome. So we have our new card in the middle. The cards that were previously there fade out, and we start on round 2. So yay.
Yay. Again, having that check mark of like, okay, I designed that. I'm done.
Yes. It helps a lot. 270. So I'm just going to do the same thing for the other instance where they won instead.
Val asks, Elsa, can you name a few of your favorite interactions, like things you have seen implemented in other apps?
Oh, yeah. Let me think, because that's a really good question.
One thing for me, I noticed on Yelp, if you try to like refresh the feed or the page, there's like a cool like illustration as you like refresh it.
Yeah.
So just like small hidden things, like I think are cute for like
small little subtle I know like with Spotify recently with their latest update, when you add a song to your library, you have to click the little heart icon, and there's these like tons of tiny little hearts that appear briefly and then
Yeah.
fade out.
I
It's
love
like a
that.
flurry of little hearts. So that's the most recent one that I thought was really cute.
I feel like I'm like popping the heart. Like it's a heart bubble and I'm just like, boop.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's really great. But yeah.
Caitlin, yes, the Yelp rocket. Oh, that's what it is. Yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed that. Awesome. So tell a little bit about what you're doing now.
Yeah. So now I'm just copying the interactions we just did. So just to show that again. So the cards fading out on the left and right, and then the card in the middle swapping out. I'm copying it into our second interaction where they actually won that round. So I think that's going to be a lot of what we do today, copying interactions between artboards, but the final product is going to look really good. So
Totally. And I think, again, like, what a great workflow, just copying, pasting, if it's very similar to the previous artboards.
Yeah. Ooh, here's another shortcut. I just realized I've been using that a lot, but haven't really explained it. So if I have a layer that's somewhere in the middle, but I want it to either go directly to the top or directly to the bottom, it's Shift Command. Ooh, what is this key called? Is it like a bracket key? I'm gonna call it the bracket key. That's what it is on my keyboard. So if Shift Command forward bracket, I think takes it to the bottom right here, and the opposite takes it right on top. That's just
What? That's so cool.
that. Yeah, so you don't have to go to your layer panel and manually drag anything.
See, these little things, I'm telling you, they add up, and these shortcuts help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ariana says, I love how active you guys are on chat, Kevin and Elsa. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Sharia says, hola, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Suzanne just posted this on Twitter and got a like from Adobe XD account. Hashtag fangirl moment. Nice. I love that.
What? We are all jealous of you.
Make sure to share it with your family as well, because we are family oriented.
Exactly. Ooh, okay, awesome. We are done with our round one. So next up, our handy little, oh, I can change the color of this now. We're done with this.
Such a great feeling.
It is. So I'm gonna let's go up. So the next interaction is gonna be they play their 5 card. And the opponent plays the 2, or no, the 3. So yeah, we're gonna work on that next, and that'll be a you won scenario. So it'll be 1 loss, 1 won, and they'll go to round 3. So let's start with that now.
Nice. Oh, Camilo, the rocket, Yelp rocket with a full moon. Love it as well. See, this is why I love speaking with designers, because they just know these small things.
They just get you.
Devante asks, Elsa, do you use component states? How would you approach this differently if you did? Do you feel this particular example is easier with multiple artboards?
I do use component states. So earlier on, I had the idea of including a hover state. So as the user is selecting a card, they can hover over one. It would do a really cool 3D animation. But I've saved that to do once we've done a couple more artboards. Just want to get a couple more things in our user flow done and sorted. So I think that would kind of make it seem more interactive and more engaging for the user. I think the second question was regarding if this is efficient with multiple artboards. I can't remember quite what it was.
So how would you approach this differently if you did? And do you feel this particular example is easier with multiple artboards?
Oh, I don't know if you can do it with fewer artboards. I tried to limit how many animations I wanted to include. So I didn't have too many artboards. but depending on how many different rounds you're doing, you might find that you still end up with quite a bit. I think what's helped me in this particular case is I've done a card game before. I know how many artboards I had to work with. So going into this particular game, I knew exactly kind of what to cut down on to make sure I didn't have to deal with lots of different artboards. So you can do it in a way where you're not dealing with lots of different things. It is possible. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Ariana also mentions, that flow chart, that you made reminds her of those books where you choose your own path.
Ooh, okay.
She's like, my childhood. Ariana, what books are you talking about? Because I'm interested
There
in
were
that.
like, I think even Goosebumps. Wait, was it Goosebumps? Yeah, it was Goosebumps. Even Goosebumps had like a choices type of thing for some of their
Oh,
books. They were really fun.
wait,
Yeah.
really? Whoa.
Yeah. Really, yeah.
Oh my God. That, what that reminds me of like those video games where you choose what the character reacts to someone's like scenario or something.
Oh,
But
yeah.
um oh, that's so cool. I didn't know Goosebump did that. I only watched the videos that they made, but not the books.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did that for some of their books.
Like an I Spy type of child.
Oh, wait, what is I Spy? I've never even heard
Oh,
of this.
oh my God. There were these huge like books, and basically it's kind of like a game where it's like a room or scenario, a picture or illustration, and there's like
Mhm.
objects in the bottom that you had to like try to find these items in this room or something. Um, but it's like, yeah, I spy like a microscope, and it might be like a detective's office. So, um,
Ooh, that actually sounds really fun.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of like Where's Waldo, but
Oh, okay. Okay. I see
yeah.
what you mean now. Okay, I see what you mean. Mm, mm,
Val,
mm.
yes, Goosebumps has several choose your own adventures. That's
Yeah,
that's awesome. Wow.
they
I
were really fun. I kind of
was
want to read a
missing out.
Goosebumps book now. You can still read them. I don't know where you'd find them, but you still can.
Oh my gosh. The speaking of Goosebumps, my favorite ones or favorite videos that I watched was Don't Go in the Basement. Um I think that's what it's called. And then there's another one where someone is wearing a mask and they can't take off that mask for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I used to be so afraid of those. I never went to our house basement as a kid after watching that. And I never wore a Halloween mask for Halloween. I was always like, I was Poliwhirl from Pokemon, but I didn't have the
Okay,
mask.
the books were actually pretty creepy, so I can't imagine how much creepier the videos must have been. So I get you.
Totally. Um, yes, Val, Telltale games. That's what I was talking about, like the scenario based.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Okay, in this scenario, the user has won. So we're gonna copy our you won this round
Yay.
circle. And then we're just gonna copy it as well in the previous artboard because we want it to animate like it did before popping out. So we're just gonna shrink it really small on this one. Yep, right
Nice.
there.
I love how you're using the same like kind of micro interactions on that
Mm-hmm.
pop-up just for like design consistency and
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Um, Ariana, it's funny that everyone seems to live the same childhood in different homes. Yeah, we're very alike than different, so I agree.
True. We do have a lot of similarities. Okay. So we're getting a 2 here and a 4. I would not
Nice.
be surprised if I managed to make a mistake despite having a user flow. I feel like it's a very me thing to do at
It's
some
okay.
point.
We are all human. We all make mistakes and we learn from them. So no worries at all.
Feel free to point out if there's a blatantly obvious error. My math might be wrong at some point. Okay. 2 and 4.
And also, I think we would need a game name for this as well. I think someone
Yeah.
announced Try Again as a name inspiration, but if
Mhm.
anyone in the audience or in chat has a suggested name for this card game, please let us
Mhm.
know. We would love to, put that
Yeah.
somewhere.
We are looking for game names. Just anything you want. Okay. Let me actually cut this. So I'm just adding the new cards that the user and opponent are gonna be receiving. So sometimes I forget like what distance I put because I don't have guides for everything. Be a lot of guides. So I kind of just go back, back, and then look at the spacing. So it's 43.6 pixels. So we're just
Mhm.
gonna make sure it's exactly the same each time. Um, yeah.
That's actually a good question for the audience too, is, how does everyone feel about using, guides or grids or rulers in their design? Are you
Mhm.
a guide type of person or grid type of person, or what's your choice?
Yeah. Are you a layer namer type of person
Oh
or
yeah,
a
layer namer.
layer namer or just leave it as it is?
Yes. And yes, Ariana, I totally agree about, when we are talking about yesterday on the games, how it relates to our personality. Totally get
Oh,
that. Yep.
mm-hmm.
Stony says, we have the most of the Goosebump books too. My sister used to collect so much of them. And I think like the cool ones was when they, is it called emboss, like the logo of the Goosebumps? So like when you
Mm-hmm.
touch it, you can like feel texture of the
Yeah.
title. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh, does she still have them? You can go and you can get them from her.
I know. I'm like, are these kind of like, do they grow in price? Like, I'm not sure.
Wait, no. What are you thinking of selling
No,
them?
no, because I'm thinking like, I know like some purses, people invest in them and like they can sell them later for a higher price.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm like, is that with like vintage books? Like, I don't know.
Oh,
Fergie says, love that we can design games in XD. I agree. I didn't even know that.
yeah.
Like that, this is awesome.
And like, what was the last update XD had where you can use a gaming, what is it called? Controller? Like with prototyping. So the inputs you can use with your animations is just beyond your normal keyboard, which is pretty cool.
Love that. Fergie says they made a design on a Game Boy Color Mario Stimulator thing. It was a lot of fun. Oh my
Ooh,
god, Super
what?
Mario game? What? That's so cool.
That is really cool, actually.
Chris mentions, hey Elsa, so I did
Mhm.
notice on the lost round points were still
Yes.
added to both users on the top right.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I hadn't updated the little. Oh, wait. So
Oh.
do you mean the little circles right here?
Oh yeah, so maybe if like you lost the round or you won the round, like maybe you just forgot to add the circles on the top right.
Yes. Thank you. See, what would I do without the chat?
See, Chris, stick around,
Chris,
please.
you've saved
Yes.
us. Thank
Yes, we need
you.
people like Chris. We love that.
We do. Where does this thing go?
Oh my gosh, we're starting so many hashtags. Fergie's like, LOL team, hashtag layer namer over here.
Layer namer.
You're not the only one.
You're not the only one. No.
Val, I'm team hashtag only name layers when I have to share my files. Yes, she speaks the truth.
She does speak the truth. A very specific hashtag, but we relate to it. Okay, right.
We actually do that. When I'm like, okay, if I'm like sharing this with like a designer, I have to clean it up. But yeah.
To make it look all nice. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember in college for like final projects, I would name the
Mhm.
final file name as the final, like
The
being like,
final
this is the
one.
final file. But But then I would like write final, final, final when it's like I would just keep adding final. And the file that has the most word final in it, like that's the final file.
That's the real final file. Oh my god.
Or yeah, like real final. Yeah.
Real final. Oh my god. I guess it's better than just naming it random numbers. I think that's what I do. Version 1, version 1.2, version 3.4.
Oh my gosh, I think that's better
Is
than
it?
yeah. Like having a version number, yeah. Or maybe the date on when you updated it, but
Yes.
Zika says, I wish I were a hashtag layer namer. Same. Same.
You can become one too. You can become one too. Okay, let me copy this. So we've added our little points. So now, let me just move these down right here. So the computer has won once, lost once, and we have lost once, won once. This is where we are. Awesome.
Nice.
I'm just gonna add the new card moving into the deck space animation, and then we'll preview our whole second interaction that we've done.
Awesome. And just a quick reminder, if you're tuning in with us on YouTube, make sure to come in on Behance and join chat so we can actually see your messages and reply to them. But and just a quick refresh, we have the talented designer Elsa creating and designing and prototyping an interactive card game on Adobe XD. These are all her original, card illustrations she made on Illustrator and transferred them on XD. And another thing that we'll be showcasing is the artist spotlight later on the stream. And I don't know about you, but I love looking at other people's work and celebrating their work. And I'm excited to see who our artist spotlight will be.
Same. I think that's always super exciting, just looking at what other people are doing. A really great way of inspiring your own workflow.
Yeah, and like it's great because it's like people nominated this person,
Yes.
And if you want to nominate someone, just go to the artist spotlight tab on the right side and nominate someone that thinks should be celebrated. So
Okay, awesome. We have done our next set of artboards. We're just gonna get the interactions now. Since my memory is awful, I don't remember anything. Well, I remember the first interaction that we did. So in this case, we played the 5. So we're just gonna click that, drag it to our next artboard, and I'm gonna change this to ease in out 1 second. I think for the rest of them, I left it at ease in out, but I'll just double check as well.
Chris Green also says, no, thank you all. I'm learning a bunch. Elsa, you are lit, girl.
Oh, thank you.
Aww.
I'm glad you are learning a lot. That's awesome. That's what we want to happen.
And everyone's like showing their file name, like what they would name it. So Eber says like ultimate final. And then Wendy goes _final, _final, _ actual final, _ this one. Yes, that is what I did.
Oh my God, these naming techniques.
Taboko says, that is so me. I'm trying to do better. Me too. They also said I have organized desktop on my Notion app to do the list of this week. I just have a desktop folder and I just put everything on my desktop in that folder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just everything and just random.
Yeah, like if I'm just being real, full transparency, like that's, yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, 1.4. Yay, I think we are done with this, but let's preview as always, make sure it works as it should. So we play the 5. Oh, there was a bit of a little thing there. Let's try that again. We play the 5, they play the 2. The card in the middle is a 5, so we won. Our points come in and our new cards come in. Yay, awesome.
Nice.
We love that.
It's looking so great, Elsa.
I'm glad, yeah.
Wendy mentions, hey, if it works, it works. Like the file naming.
The file
That's
naming.
true. Yeah, I'm just trying to improve my organization of folders, but true. Laura says, when I keep doing that, I add new words like final, final version 2, final version 2, edited again, and so on. I love these. Yeah. Just everyone's just everyone including me is just a hot mess, and we're just trying to organize our files, but yeah.
Trying to figure out your file naming. So another quick tip, as you can see, each time I've been duplicating my artboards, I've been having to redo the prototype properties over here. But if you don't want to do that, in prototype mode, you can duplicate your artboard and it'll copy the prototyping properties that you had put in before. So what we do is we just drag this little arrow to whatever new artboard we actually want it to go to, but all the specifications would be the same. So that'll save us a lot of time. Just remember, you have to do this in prototype mode. It will not work in design mode. Yeah.
I love that. Like, because I know if you just copy and paste, it doesn't erase the prototype. It keeps it. Yeah. Awesome. Taboka says, my emails are embarrassing. Do not even mention emails because that's just a different story. In chat, guess how much email I have that I did not delete or clean up. I just want to see.
I am curious about this number.
Wendy says, I love the color scheme on this game. Looks awesome and good to see the logic flow and how you handle each game state.
Oh, thank you, Wendy.
Ariana, no one is ever going to let Kevin go of this final thing. Yeah, I started something and it's okay. It's okay. Wendy, that's awesome. Your girl is killing it. Yes, she is.
Ooh, I love the encouragement. It's like, yeah.
All the support.
It's working out really well. Yeah,
okay,
so now we're just...
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we have some what?
Oh, no, what are you doing now?
Now I'm just prototyping what would happen if they played the 3 card. So it'll be just very similar to what we've done here. Oh, something we forgot. To make sure that we say it's round 3 this time, not round 2. So let's just add that real quick.
Nice. No, I was gonna say we have some guesses on how much.
How many
emails?
I'm curious.
Okay. Stony says 16,000. Anika says 54,367. Taboka says 27,723 is mine. Surely can't be worse. Yeah. I mean, first off, who do you think I am having that many emails? But you're correct.
Wait, what?
I need to add them up because I have like multiple ones. But as I'm adding them up, Val is asking, hey, Elsa and Kevin, if you feel comfortable sharing, what would you say is the greatest failure or disappointment of your career thus far? And how did you move on from that point?
Oh, that's a really good question.
That's a really good question, Val.
Yeah. And greatest failure, or I'm trying to think. Okay, I will go first.
Okay.
I think for me, so I said I work as a visual designer before I was working as a graphic designer. And it's obviously a lot of client work, trying to do work for clients who often do want very specific things. And back then I was still really new. So I was literally learning Photoshop and Illustrator on the job. And I think there was a time where I just couldn't manage to create what the client wanted specifically. So obviously that whole project didn't work out. But I just kind of remember feeling really down on myself, like, well, why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I make it work? But what I learned over time is that sometimes you just kind of have to either A, ask for help. I think back then I was also really nervous about asking for help. I didn't want it to seem like I didn't know what I was doing, but ask for help, and just be willing to learn anything. You don't have to like struggle to make something work on your own. But now I know that, so it's been a lot better. But yeah.
Totally. And I think similarly, I love like there's no such thing as stupid questions. And I think that's something that's super important. And
Mhm.
oh, just a quick like off topic, but I have 67,720 emails.
What?
I
How?
know. I don't know. I need to clean it. To that point, it's like I need to create a new email because it's just,
I am
yeah.
perplexed.
But yeah, I need to clean that up. But whoever was close, I think it was Anika with 54,000. You won. You
Oh my
won
God.
recognition.
You won recognition.
No, but going back to the question, I think,
Mhm.
my biggest disappointment would be, I had a manager and,
Mhm.
I felt like I wasn't good enough or like, I don't know, with the company that I was in before. And like you mentioned, like I didn't ask a lot of questions and,
Mhm.
if I did want to ask a question, like the manager would be like, no, like don't ask that, like interrupt me. So I think I'm glad that I went through that and a lot of
Mhm.
tears and stuff because it
Mhm.
made me realize that I do not want to become like that person.
Yeah.
Um, and it made me realize like there's no such thing as dumb questions, and
Mhm.
the questions are just going to speed up the process to the project that you're working on,
Yeah.
and just communication. So I think um, I'm glad that something that was disappointing in my
Mhm.
career helped me grow to be a better
Mhm.
designer. But yeah, that's
Mhm.
just one example.
That's really great to hear. These are like super good life lessons.
Totally, yeah. Because I always thought I'm like, oh my God, like everyone has so much more experience than me. I'm new to this, but like
What
everyone
is
is
it
still learning.
called? Imposter syndrome is, I think, the term. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
that's the big
Quick
one.
example. I'm always like, I always look at how people reply back. So like if someone says K or like okay with no emoji, I would freak out. So a funny story, like
Yeah.
my other manager, during COVID and the pandemic,
Mhm.
I asked her a question and I was like, oh, like, does this look good? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, my manager hates me. Like, I'm not capable of doing this job. But I actually mentioned it in our one-on-one and they were like,
Mhm.
no, I was just busy with my child. And I had to like put a
Oh,
quick response and I'm like, okay.
oh my God. But that happens so easily. You lose
Yeah.
like the emotion or the meaning via text. So it's so easy to misinterpret something.
I know. It was just so funny because I was like stressed out for a whole week just thinking about it, like, okay, or like, yeah. And I'm like, what do they
Mm-hmm.
mean by that?
What did
But
they mean?
just don't look into it, like
Mm-hmm.
into the word, because it's probably nothing. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, okay.
So we have some questions in chat. Taboka
Yeah.
mentioned, Elsa, when did you start
Yes.
designing and are you freelance or working for a company?
I am a contractor right now for a single company, but I also do freelance work on the side when I can. And I started working professionally last year. Last year, I think around March is when I started my first design role. So it hasn't been super long, actually. And prior to that point, I was kind of just designing for fun in my own time, just, trying to improve my skills. But yeah, it's only been just over a year so far.
Nice. And I'm just seeing you're using a different color for, a tied
Yeah,
round.
it's a tied round. We're going to go with this blue instead. Although this blue seems kind of light.
Ooh, should we test
I
it
guess
with the
that's it.
plugin?
Exactly. I was gonna say, let's test it with the plugin. Okay, so there's a
I
plugin that you
love
can
it.
use to test the contrast with your colors, make sure that they're accessible. So the plugin is called Colors Inspo. So once you've downloaded it and opened it, you'd go to Contrast Checker. It has a live checker, so you can click on something and it'll just tell you, as you can see, this blue fails on all counts. And so what we do is just make it darker and it'll just live check it for you and update accordingly. So they recommend you have at least 4 stars. So we can probably make that, maybe make it like a dark. No, I want it to be lightish. Maybe greenish. Nah, let's go with this kind of dark. Ooh, there we go. 5 stars.
Yeah, I think
Awesome.
it's super crucial and amazing that you're including this, accessibility compliant, colors. So a lot of people with color blindness or, other things can view or play your game. So
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, awesome.
got some more questions. Wendy's asking, what platform would a game like this run on? Is it a mobile game?
Ooh,
Interesting.
the artboard size is actually desktop. It's a web 1920 to be specific. So this would run on your desktop or on your laptop. It'd be interesting to consider how we do it for mobile as well. I think that's probably the next thing I'd want to do. Try and design a card prototype for mobile. That'd be cool.
Like responsive or maybe an app. That'd be cool.
Maybe even an app. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Devonte asks, what's your biggest takeaway so far from formally studying design after being self-taught? And what advice would you give those that are early in their career and maybe considering the same path?
Ooh, okay.
That's
I
a
think
good
my
question.
biggest takeaway has been how much you can learn when you're willing to put in the work, or maybe when you're willing to just explore different areas. So before I did my graphic design job, I was like doing like random little poster designs for my mom, mostly using XD. I didn't use Photoshop or Illustrator at all, but I basically told myself, you know what, this is probably something you should learn. So I started learning it on the job. I think being open to learning new things, I've also like dabbled with like 3D design a bit. Adobe Dimension is another really good tool if you're into like packaging design and a bit of 3D stuff as well. So being open to learn really speeds up the process in terms of bettering your skills as a designer. And then, oh my gosh, what was the second question again? My memory is
what
awful.
advice would you give those that are early in their career and maybe considering the same path that you took?
Oh, I guess that's similar to my previous response. Find what would inspire you to design. So for me, becoming better at my job, because I had a job at the time that I had to do. So becoming better at my job was a big source of motivation. And I think once you've identified that point of motivation, it becomes a lot easier to adjust to what you're learning, picking up new things. Whereas if you're not entirely sure if you want to move to maybe design, UX, UI design, it might be a bit more difficult to motivate yourself to keep up with it. Because sometimes you do need that motivation. Like we said before, imposter syndrome, all these feelings can come about. It's just about what you focus on to forget those feelings as well.
I love that advice and spot on with that imposter syndrome. And I think it's like, just know that everyone is learning with you, no matter what seniority level they are. Like, people still are learning.
Yeah.
And just losing that ego, I feel as well, is like, we're a whole community. Like, we're sharing ideas and we're just trying to get this project done on this deadline. So let's
Yeah.
just like learn from each other and not have an ego or whatever, right? So
Exactly.
Nice.
So they're gonna get, so we're just finishing up prototyping our second interaction. So once again, referring to my little chart here. So they'll be getting a 2 and a 4.
Nice. And if you're just joining us, we're here with Elsa Amri, and She is designing and prototyping an interactive card game on Adobe XD from her original, card illustrations from Adobe Illustrator. And we are also having a artist spotlight coming in around 15 minutes so we can celebrate someone's work. Can't wait to show you their behance. Super exciting stuff. But don't forget to submit your recommendations for any creatives to highlight for our next artist spotlight as well.
Ooh, so in a tied round, we're gonna make it so that no one gets any points, because that just seems fair.
You're making it tied. I wanted to win. No, just kidding.
Gotta work to win.
Norval says, loving these prototypes. Love it.
Ooh, I'm glad.
Val, oh my gosh. She says, bro, if I ask you a difficult, nerve-wracking question and don't send me a nice emoji after your answer, my brain goes, Val, you blew it. Same.
I think that's the natural response. You can't help but think that.
I know, but sometimes I'm like, do I overdo the emojis? Because like I'm simply asking for feedback and I'm like, oh, a smiley face. But I'm like, why am I smiling when I'm asking for feedback? But yeah, totally makes sense.
It does. So our next set of interactions is done. Let's just preview from the beginning. So in this case, we are playing the 4 or the 5, the 3. So it flips over. The card in the middle flips. Oh, we forgot to swap out our cards right here. So let me do that real quick and we'll be off to I'm trying to think, what do I want to do next? Because I want to get to at least a you lose or a you win screen, like game over. I want to design that at least. So I might go to the you lose one. I think that's what we're going to do next.
Nice. Eber also mentions, joined yesterday's lesson just because Adobe was going live. Now I'm excited that I got to learn something I was not looking for, but quite helpful. Thanks, Elsa.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm super glad.
I love that. Val, I'm a tough freelancer, but I have baby feelings. Same. Same with me. Anika says, when things like that happen, how do you bring yourself back up to be as confident as you were before? So I guess like when we get these messages of like no emoji or no like ha ha ha's at the end, like and our confidence just plummets. Like how do we bring that back up? A lot of self-talking in the mirror, being like, you are a strong designer. Like look at where you are.
I mean, yeah, if you're not gonna hype yourself up, who will? You should be your number one cheerleader.
Totally. And I think, like with time and I guess more experience, it's just like you don't let those little things bother you because like you're too busy with your projects. You're like, okay, well, if someone does have any beef with you, like that's their problem. You're just trying to do your projects, get work done. So
exactly.
Val asks, what was the hardest lesson thus far you have learned when it comes to navigating clients? Interesting.
Ooh, that is a good question. I would say it's probably important to try and separate what you think is best and what the client wants. Because at the end of the day, you've been hired to create something for them. And once you're thinking about things from their perspective, it's just a lot easier to not focus too much on, oh, I want to design this because I like this. It's more like, I should design this because these are the client's needs. This is what they're trying to accomplish. And this is how I can help them achieve that. I feel like that just results in a much better working flow for everyone. So that would be my advice.
I love that advice. And, I'm not a freelancer, but I have worked with multiple projects. And I think another thing is just setting realistic timelines and communicating to your clients or different project managers that you're working with that like you're just one person and it's okay to be like, what's the priority project or priority client? Or if you have multiple clients, like maybe just being honest, being like, I have this much leg room or this many hours this week to work on this project or this feature. So I think setting those expectations beforehand with your clients or project managers really sets the stage of, success. Instead of being like, oh, I can get everything done in 2 weeks, then that's not realistic. And, if you don't meet that expectation, then it looks bad on you. But yeah.
Also really good advice.
Stony says, I think that's why I like this community. I've always been sensitive, but it seems okay here. See, we're very welcoming. This is a safe space for everyone to share ideas and feedback. We're all here for each other. So
yes, exactly. Ooh, okay, so let's test out our interaction once more.
Nice.
Like this. So we play our 3 card, that flips over.
And just heads up, Elsa, we have about less than 10 minutes before we do the artist spotlight.
Ooh, awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Same. Anika asked, when you were starting out, how did you come about working with new clients and agencies and selling yourself? So like marketing yourself for your clients.
Ooh, that's a really good question as well. I think LinkedIn was one of the, actually it still is, not was, is one of the best platforms that I've used, because once I started actually using it and not just creating a profile and abandoning it and connecting with people and sharing the stuff I was making on there, I felt like I got a lot more work that way. And I think what also helped is connecting with the relevant people. So people in your community, like working where you're working, who are most likely to hire you before then trying to expand on a global scale. But it might be different for everyone as well. There are also other communities like Discord and Instagram, Twitter. I joined Twitter this year. Well, I made my design Twitter this year, and I didn't realize just how many opportunities there were on there, just on that one platform alone. So sharing your content on all these different platforms is, I think, what really helped me. Yeah.
I agree. And, just the power of networking, right? It's just insane.
Networking is.
Taboko was like, wait, so Elsa really designed all of this in just 2 sessions? I missed yesterday's live. Yes, Taboka, she did. And that's why she is a guest here, because she is so talented.
Thank you. I did. I'm surprised we managed to do as much as we did.
Norval also says, Elsa, what's one project or passion project that you've worked on that you really, really enjoyed?
Oh, okay. Let me think. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll say 2.
Yeah,
maybe I'll say 2. Okay, one I think I showed earlier on in the stream was the Last FM music app. That took me so long because I was procrastinating a lot. I admit I was being really lazy with it. But the reason why I like it so much is because it was the first case study I ever did. It was a personal passion project, and it was something that I used regularly. So Last FM, the music website and app. And I felt passionate about designing a solution to make the app better. So I had a reason to work on the project, and it made the whole process enjoyable. So that'll be one. And the second is actually school related. So I'm in uni right now. I'm doing a postgrad course in UX design. And recently we did an assignment on redesigning a specific product. And we picked Zoom. So our group did the Zoom interface, which was pretty fun and cool. But what I liked about that is that I got to work in a group with people. We did a lot of research together, learned a lot about different methods that I hadn't used before. And our final prototype, not like high fidelity, but low fidelity wireframe prototype that we made, had some pretty good solutions. So it was overall a really good experience. But yeah.
Nice. And, if you want to see that passion project or other projects from Elsa, her Behance is linked below. So check out her stuff. It's truly incredible. Yeah. And just going back in chat, Ariana, this is such an amazing stream. Thanks so much, you guys. Of course, thanks for always tuning in with us, Ariana.
Yeah, thank you, Ariana.
Taboka says, I'm really trying to be like you, girl.
Oh, thank you.
And she's
That's
like,
so sweet.
she's like, I'm so proud and I just met her. This is the
That's so
energy you
sweet.
give. Yeah.
The positive energy is so amazing. We love it.
So much. And I love it. And you know, in our audience, if you're tuning in from YouTube, come in to Behance because in 5 minutes we'll be doing an artist spotlight. So if you want to provide your feedback or join in the conversation, make sure to come in on behance.net/live and talk with us because we can't see your messages on YouTube. Yeah.
We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds. Quite a bit. Okay, so nice. Yeah, I'll just keep on working. We're going to the you lose. Game over. You lost the game.
Oh no.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Nice.
Hi.
Stony says it is more fun this way on live, I think is what they meant. Yes, it is. Just live conversation. We're here. Suzanne said, so inspired by your passion to learn.
Oh, yeah. Learning is everything. And there's so many new things you can learn these days. Like there's just always something new. One thing I do want to learn is coding. I did a bit in like uni, but I've been really meaning to get back to it.
I don't know what my relationship is with coding. I'm like, it's there and I know it's there. But like, do I want to touch it or do I want to like use code? Like, I don't know. So it's a love-hate relationship right now.
Oh, a love-hate relationship. Okay. I feel like it's that with a lot of people. It seems cool, but you're like, I follow a lot of
amazing.
Like really great coders on Twitter that inspire me to want to code more. That's why.
Ooh, nice. I have a lot of developer friends and people who code, and just like what they can do with just like typing is incredible. Like even like bringing your designs to life, it's awesome. How has it been working with developers for like your projects or clients?
Oh, I've been really lucky in that the developers I've worked with have been really nice and we've gotten along well. I think it helps when someone's willing to understand your design thought process, because then they're willing to kind of put in the work to like figure out, okay, how are we going to do this interaction? How can we make this look better? So all of the developers I've worked with here have been really great. That's been my experience.
Totally. And I think it's just like forming that friendship or relationship with your developer because just to get things faster and being transparent with them speeds up the process. All right, and then going back to chat, Taboka says, so every Monday morning I tell myself I'm going to learn coding. Wow. Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Laura says, coding is great and frustrating at the same time. Totally agree, that love-hate relationship with it. Wendy says, I'd actually argue that this is similar to coding, except it's a visual interface. You're still defining logic and dependencies. You're just using objects instead of text.
Okay, Wendy.
Oh. Okay, Wendy.
See you.
Go off. Yes, agreed.
Agreed, yeah.
I don't know what dependencies mean, but that's, yes. See, this is why I'm not a coder. I don't, some terminology.
We're not familiar with the terms.
Yeah. Taboka says, then I saw an 8-year-old girl on Twitter coding, and I realized that I really need to get my act together. Oh, wow. That's awesome. 8 years old. That's,
Kids.
Eber says, C++ was my first code language, and it almost scrambled my mind in the first month. Nice. See, if I didn't know anything about coding, I would just be like, C++, why is there an extra plus? That's like a grading system. Don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
Nice. Well, cool. Well, we have about less than a minute to do the artist spotlight.
Ooh, okay.
So we can actually, look into that, which is super cool. I'm so
I'm super
excited.
excited. Yeah, I can't wait for this.
So let me pull up the artist spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Super excited to showcase this.
Yeah.
We have a user that goes by commonly named, and their name is Neha Yadav. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, but I'm just looking at their projects and already catching my attention. It's so much amazing work.
Right.
Did you want to choose one, Elsa, to
Ooh.
just see?
The illustration book just immediately catches my eye. The colors are so pretty.
Gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's see the project. So illustration book. Wow, look at these illustrations.
So
oh my gosh.
beautiful.
It's like attention grabbing, like these leaves, the
Yes.
strokes, like this wave, like the water.
She like the color and the technique that she used is obviously great. I'm not an illustrator, but I am definitely appreciating just the work that she's done here. I think I also just really like the blue for the background. It's so pretty.
Yeah, I
don't
wonder
even know
if
what blue this is.
Yeah, like a tealish color, but like I'm like, is this mock-ups or is this like photos? But just this is incredible.
That's a good question. But it is such beautiful pictures. Are there like more images?
Yeah, I'm just looking at like the serif text mixed with like the twirly, typeface. I love the mixture. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh, that's succulent. That's cute.
Oh wow. I'm wondering too, is this an image or a mock-up? Because either way, wow. It came out really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, like, I just want to know her typefaces. Like what like just give me your typeface library because I love like all these sans serifs as well.
Yeah, is Neha here? Please tell us your typeface library. Share with us.
Yeah, and this illustration. Oh my gosh.
Really good. Yeah. Wow.
Clearly there's like a consistency with her illustrations, which is awesome.
I'm wondering, is it like a poem or like a story type of thing?
I'm not sure. Illustrations depicting moon. Yeah, maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
But like just zooming in, look at just the detail of like the lines and everything. Wow. Just, a little illustration appreciation.
We're just appreciating the illustrations. Yeah. See, this is what I wish I could do. It's really nice.
The strokes of the moon. Like, I love that. Whoa. This is so good.
Like, these could be, I would make this my desktop wallpaper.
Me too, honestly. Like,
it stands out really well.
It makes me like calm. Because
that's a good yes.
Yeah. The characters seems calm as well.
Yeah. I agree with that, yeah.
Oh wow. Is that a koi fish? I love that.
It is.
Oh my gosh. See, I wish I can draw like this.
That's literally what I'm saying in my head. I wish.
This is so cool. Let's see. Yeah, again, attention to detail and like just all the different layers and like wow. Like it's for me,
really well.
If I made this, I would just probably make this solid white because I don't know anything about, the shadow and like highlighting.
Right?
Like clearly super talented.
Very much so.
Oh my god, I want to buy this book.
Same. I'm wondering, is it out? Can we buy it?
Oh my gosh.
So it is like illustrations and a poem occasionally. I love that. I
Yeah,
really
like a
do.
mixture of text and
Mm-hmm.
illustration. Yeah.
Like for example, the glow right there. Like I don't. It's just wow.
Just like even that transition of like the white specks going up to her
Yes.
like, you know, pants,
Yes.
showing that
Yeah.
glow reflection. Like
Yeah.
I love that. Even the
I
leaves.
agree.
Wow.
It's amazing. Wow.
Oh my gosh. So talented. Okay, we have a different character. Oh my god, look at this cat.
Oh, the
The
cat.
cat.
It's so cute.
Oh gosh, I
I'm
wish
curious.
my eyebrows looked like that. Like thicker eyebrows.
We're ad- we're admiring their eyebrows. We wish we had their eyebrows and their cats. I
Look
wish
at
I
the
had their
cheeks. Yes, I wish I had a cat too. Oh my god,
cats.
rare footage of me sipping tea, talking about tea.
This is super well done. I think even from a technical standpoint, you can tell. So it's just really great work.
I love it. Awesome job. I think we have
Love it.
time for one more.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
let's see. Is there
Should
one
we,
other one that you wanted to check out?
should we do like a UX one? For
Oh, like user
UX.
experience design?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
Cafe Appetito.
Cafe
Um,
Appetito. Okay. Like
ooh,
a
I
case
love
study.
this, like, I love the header, you know, just
Yeah,
stands out.
same.
Now I want coffee. Oh,
Now
nice.
we're craving
So
caffeine.
let's see.
Okay.
Cafe, oops.
Oh, there we
Cafe
go.
Appetito.
Mhm,
Um, oh wait, let me actually do this. There we go. Cafe Appetito coffee shop is one of the
mhm.
most famous chains of cafes all over Vendodara. Due to their
Oh,
exquisite tasting
okay.
coffee and Italian delicacies, they have been able to expand their numbers of cafes to 6 at different locations around Vandadora in a short span of 2 years and are well known for their
Mhm.
themed store ambience.
Oh, so it's like an actual coffee shop. Okay,
Wow. What is their goal?
cool.
To create
Hmm.
fluid platforms to change the way people experience coffee, provide
Mm,
digital platform enabling users to engage with the brand and allow them
hmm.
to order their favorite coffee bean. Nice. I love how they
Awesome.
clearly state like an introduction
Yeah,
paragraph of what
yeah.
this brand is, what do they want to
Hmm.
accomplish, what pain points they're having for two
Yeah.
different users, meaning, you know, for their customers
Yes.
and just
The
for
actual
its brand
brand.
alone,
Yeah.
challenges and their role. I think that's super important.
It's really well laid out. Like this is a proper case study, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's not a lot of text, right? It's like bullet
Yeah,
points and clearly
exactly.
easy to follow. Their target
Exactly.
audiences love that.
Oh, we
Um,
love the design process, empathetic design. Love that.
yeah, and these logos or these, yeah, like little icons.
Yeah,
Love this imagery. Love like the different shades of the coffee.
same. The color
Uh,
scheme is just
on point.
very well presented.
I love data visualization, and I think they've done this
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it just stands out in a really good way.
So much research. I love research and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
their process. Wow. Survey insights. Nice.
On user, because seeing like case studies like this just kind of inspires you to really take the time to do your research when you're
Yeah.
designing something. Because this is
Mhm.
very well laid out and detailed.
And it helps like us empathize with them, being like, oh, so
Yeah.
this is what pain point they're going
Yeah.
through.
Exactly.
Um, the
Oh,
order
we
of
have.
this is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very logical. Oh, we have our personas. It's just honestly great.
Introvert. This is literally me. Like I'm here. I'm literally
No
here.
way, that's me. I thought you were right down here.
Oh, this one?
Extrovert. Yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
thank you. I think I'm an introverted extrovert.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. But no, it's like clearly defining, you know, who they
Hmm.
are, what they like, they don't like, their
Yeah.
goals and
Yeah.
frustrations, having a competitive analysis of maybe like their
Hmm.
favorite brands.
Yeah.
Oh wow, and like you dig deeper
Ooh,
into
an
this
empathy
persona.
map. Wow.
Love that. And ideate. Nice. Oh,
Ooh,
these
so now we're coming
illustrations.
up. They're so
Okay,
well
I see
done.
you. I mean, we knew she had illustration
We
skills.
already knew. But it's really cute seeing these storyboard illustrations. It's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. Well-rounded designer, love that. And then the
Mm-hmm.
prototype.
Ooh, a little
Nice.
user flow, task flow. Awesome.
Wow. I love how in-depth she went with like,
Very
oh my God.
wireframes as well. Even with like the pixels, like that's super specific.
Yeah, she's inspiring me on how I 100% my projects
Me
now. Like,
too.
this is awesome. I'm gonna appreciate this.
I need to go and save that too because it's really good.
Oh my God, her lo-fis, love that. So clean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think she's showing also just different states of like, okay, the
Oh,
shopping cart
okay.
state,
Mm-hmm.
home screen. Wow.
Just super detailed.
Thank you. No,
I
thank
almost didn't want it
you.
to end, but seriously, this was so good.
Oh my gosh, this was awesome. I love that so
Yeah,
much.
very thorough case study.
Yeah. Yeah, but super
Like,
talented, Nia. And if anyone in the audience wants to check out more of
mhm,
her stuff, please visit her Behance link,
mhm.
behance.net/commonly named. Super
Yep.
talented, and thank you so much. Love it.
Yeah, thank you. Your work was awesome. Like so inspiring. Now for my next case study, I've got to do my extra research because she did a lot of methods. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Cool.
okay. So back to where we left off, I guess. We were prototyping our you lose screen. So game over.
Game
You're
over.
done. Feel free to restart. So we get a little animation saying that they lost this round. And then I'm thinking how I want to animate the game over screen. How should that turn out?
Oh my God, should it be like, well, let's ask the audience, like, how do you
Oh,
want that to pop
yeah.
up?
Let's ask the audience.
Nice. I'm just looking at chat right now, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people appreciating our artist spotlight. And if you want to nominate someone, please
Mm-hmm.
click on the artist spotlight tab on the right, and you can submit someone for the next artist spotlight as well. So
Yep. A lot of really great artists out there. I am motivated to learn illustration now.
me too. I been trying. I got an iPad, but I'm just failing slowly, but improving.
Okay.
Wendy says you can never go wrong with an explosion, game over, micro interaction, or
Oh, wow.
KO.
KO. That's
Eber
super
says
funny.
Eber says fatality from like Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God. These suggestions. Okay. Just make it as extra as possible.
Exactly.
Let's preview what we have so far. So it's round 3. They play the 5. It's an ace. You lost this round. Okay. So now we'll start on our game over.
It's looking so good.
I'm glad. Let me see if I can find a good explosion icon in my icons for design plugin. I used that yesterday too. I don't have to have any. Dang, they don't. I wonder
Oh,
if I have another plugin.
or
I have
like
like quite a
bomb,
few.
maybe.
Oh yeah, let me try. If not,
Ooh, interesting.
interesting. What's funny is that this actually wasn't what I had in mind in terms of an explosion. Oh, but we can. I have a great idea.
Oh, that's so
This is so
cute.
extra.
We love extra on this
We
show.
love, yeah. So I'm gonna try creating this shape. I can't remember if it was the ellipse tool or the triangle tool, but let's test it out.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. So you can, add how many sides you want for.
Yeah, it is the triangle tool. So I wanted like the explosion sticker thing that they use in like comic books to really put emphasis on something. So in order to get that, kind of just get your triangle tool, which is here, or the shortcut is Y. I always confuse Illustrator and XD, TY. There's so many different ones. But in XD, the shortcut is Y for polygon. And then you can increase the number of sides and then decrease the star ratio. So that's the kind of shape I wanted.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this like explosion or like star type of thing is like super trendy now in graphic design.
Yeah.
Awesome. Abdul says, thank you for this. Of course, we are always here to help and answer your questions. Devante says, Elsa, I appreciate your ability to actively answer questions and engage while designing. My brain doesn't always have the capacity.
Oh my God. It is actually really hard, but thank you. I'm glad I'm doing a decent job.
You're doing amazing. Like it's tough to design and answer questions at the same time, but yeah.
It is. So we're gonna make that red and then.
So we are hitting the last 10-minute mark.
Ooh, okay.
But it's looking great. I love that explosion. Oh my gosh.
Me too. So dramatic, but we love it.
Game over.
Game over. So we want to also give them a link to retry if they do lose, or even if they win, if they want to play again. So I'm also going to include that here. Just going to draw a simple button.
Nice. Norvell was like, which is hilarious because a decade ago, it was a massive push to get rid of the starburst design type of thing. And he says he enjoys them. I agree. I think a lot of things are coming back. Even like the photography space as well, like film photography is coming back. Polaroids are coming back. So I think some things from the past are trending now. But ooh, nice. I like how you added that white box and the try again. Acting as a button.
Yep. So that'll be button. So we'll add a shadow to it just so it looks clickable and increase the opacity so you can see it clearly.
Nice.
I might take out this.
Eber says Elsa's brain is faster than a supercomputer. I agree. Like, oh my gosh, the amount of work that you've done, incredible.
Thank you. I'm glad. My processing power is usually not this high. I'm definitely doing my best.
I love it. And I don't know, you didn't have to use the bomb, but if you wanted to, you could, but it's looking already amazing.
Yeah. We'll see how it looks with the bomb, just for dramatic effect.
Next thing is Adobe Live should add sound effects. So it's like a boom when it's game over.
That would be fun if we had more time, because you can add your like little sound effects when you're prototyping in XD. So like even when users are playing cards, that card sound effect. I'm not gonna try and replicate it, but hopefully you know what I mean. It would be cool to add that as well. Yeah.
I don't understand how people can do those sound effects for movies. Like, have you seen those videos where
no, I haven't.
Like if it's, let's say, a horse like walking on hay, like there's someone actually having a mic and like doing that while the movie's playing, so like it matches what's
really.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like what objects make certain sounds, but
that's like a whole talent. Oh my
god. Mayor is asking, where did you use 3D transform?
Yeah, so I used it with my card flip. So if I go back here, let me just show it real quick. So if they played the 5, this card flips.
I agree, Stony. In video, they are bringing back VHS tape noise. We got rid of those for a reason. It's an
shouldn't
effect.
be there.
That's so funny.
But real quick, let me actually just copy this out of here so it's clearer. So with 3D transforms, if you want to, so mine's at 180 already. But what I do is I change the Y value to 0, and then I would bring back the front of my card. So then it creates a really cool flip effect, like you're literally flipping over a card.
Oh my gosh, nice. Just mini tutorials from Elsa today. I love it.
So many.
Sharon says shadows are also back again. Remember using this in the 90s. I agree. Bring back shadows or drop shadows. Norvell says you're both doing an incredible job. Great stream.
Thank you.
Stony, it was so great having you. They have to go. Have fun, they said. Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Oh, wow. Leah says crunching celery is used to stimulate walking sounds on snow. Interesting. Ooh. I have celery in my fridge.
You know what to do now.
I know. I'm like, should I just grab it and have like an ASMR session of me chewing celery? No, we are not.
We're not doing that.
Awesome. Well, this is looking absolutely incredible. I know you're putting your finishing touches, but we have a little over like 5 minutes left. Did you want to, after you're done, just go over everything that you've did so far?
Definitely. So let me do that real quick. So what we did today is we prototyped a couple more artboards. As you can see from our really nice game flow chart, these are all the different artboards we've done. So there are just a couple remaining that I'll definitely finish on my own time and then share the final link.
Yes.
We've gotten up until game over, you lose. So that's where we've gotten to, with a really cool explosion shape and bomb icon that was suggested by everyone else. So yeah, we've done quite a bit. Let's actually go back to our specific little checklist. So we've adjusted the card designs. We did that at the beginning, having completed prototyping, but certainly gotten quite a bit done. So yeah, it's been good work.
Nice. And it's looking awesome. And I can't wait to see the final prototype. Like that, you just made a board game in 2 days. Like what? I love it.
What? Ooh, okay. So I guess let's test it out. Should I play the ace or the 3? Okay. I'll play.
Let's play the 3. Let's see.
Let's play the 3. Oh, I think we won this.
See, awesome. I'm so good. I'm so good at this game.
No, what? Ooh, and we have our little you tied as well that we did. I can't remember which it is. I think the 3. So yeah, we've kind of managed to prototype a lot of different interactions, which is awesome.
Awesome. And it's looking so good. And, just looking at chat, so much love for Elsa. And, Eber asked, where are you going to share the link? I think you're going to share it on Behance, right?
Yeah, I'll create a Behance project for it, but I'll also share it on Twitter. Trying to think, Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, and Behance. Let's say those platforms. So you can check it out in either of those places.
Perfect. And Mayor, says good night. It's almost 2:30 a.m. and tomorrow's a working day. I wish I could stay.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for staying up so late to watch this with us.
Yeah.
And, Sharon, God. Jessica, Norvell, Devante, Taboka, everyone. Oh my gosh. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And then just really quick, stay tuned for, the XD Daily Creative Challenge, immediately following the stream. Adobe Live will be back tomorrow, kicking the day off, rework it with Jesus and Claudia at 8 a.m. Pacific. The duo will reimagine designs submitted by the community while sharing their professional time-saving tips and techniques. So we have a lot coming on this week at Adobe Life, and just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and have a great afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are. So
enjoy your day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thanks,
tuning
Elsa.
in.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.